Yo, what's up? This is CTW number 80, and I want to talk about this show, right? It's called The Boys, right? Which is kind of sexist, but if you actually watch the show, there's not only boys, there's also girls in it, right? So it's not that sexist. But anyway, right, season 4 is coming out, and, you know, it's season 4, which means there's 3 previous seasons, but I don't want to talk about those ones. I forgot what happened in all those seasons. So, in season 4, right, there's a show about, you know, the entire show, it's about, like, there's these superhero guys, you know, but they're dickheads. So there's this one guy, you know, he's Superman, but he's a dickhead, right? But in this season, they're like, what if he was Superman and a dickhead, but he's also Donald Trump, who's already a dickhead. So now he's like, you know, he's like a big piece of shit. But, you know, for like first 2 seasons of the show, they're like, I don't know, some superhero stuff happens, you know? And like the main characters are like regular dudes who are like pissed off at the mean superhero guys, and they like battle and shit, right? And then in season 3, they're like, what if we started getting political? Everybody loves politics. Nobody ever gets mad about politics, right? And so then, you know, now season 4, they're like, what if we did that, except more? What if like fucking 80% of the show was just like politics? And then, you know, there's also like superheroes, and, you know, probably about 10% of the remaining part is like gay shit happening. So, you know, 80% politics, 10% like showing cock on screen, because whoever, you know, writes the show is obsessed with cock. They just really like gay stuff, right? And then the last 10% is like, I don't know, superheroes. So anyway, yeah, like I said, the Superman guy, right? Who's also Donald Trump now. Like, he just, I'm trying to remember what he fucking does. He kind of just goes around and murders people. Really, in the show, it's all the people who like him. You know, since he's Donald Trump, they basically just have him, you know, he say racist stuff all the time. And then they have like a bunch of people who are, you know, fans of him in the show, but they're actually just like Republicans, right? They're just Republicans if you took everything they said and then you took the most extreme version of it, and then that's those guys. So they're like, ooh, we hate black people. Ooh, America's really cool. Ooh, we should murder libtards. I think that's what they always say in the show. Anytime you see one of the guys who likes evil Superman, he says the N-word. They say the N-word every 6 seconds in the show. No, I made that up. They don't actually say it. Somehow, like, racism seems to come up as a topic in the show very frequently, but I don't know if they've dropped any N-words. They did have some black character in one of the episodes who calls somebody a cracker, but I mean, I guess that's okay. But I think they should say the N-word in the show, you know? I think that's a good idea, because everybody likes the N-word. Nobody's ever gotten in trouble from saying the N-word. What if I get really close to the microphone when I say words, huh? Is that funny? Anyway, anything else happening in the show? There's the main, well, in season 1, there's this guy, right? And he's called Huey. But there's somebody in the show, there's like some Australian guy in the show who, you know, he's like Australian or from New Zealand, I think the actor is. But he's doing like an accent, right? And he can't say the word Huey. He just says Huey. Like he's going to make a U-turn, you know, oncoming traffic, and then, you know, cause an accident and a bunch of people will die. Anyway, so there's this fucking Huey guy, right? Season 1, it seems like he's going to be the main character, right? And I feel like he kind of is. But then after that, they're like, that Huey guy, he's kind of boring. You know, the people who write the show, they're like, what if instead he just kind of is around, and then mostly, you know, most of the shit he does, like as the show progresses, each season he does less and less stuff. And now in season 4, like he has no effect on the story at all. He's there. And then they're like, oh shit, we have this guy who like was the main character. Now he's not. What do we do? He has to do something. So like his entire storyline in season 4 is his dad is like in the hospital, and then he's upset about that. He's not really mad. He's just kind of sad, you know. But then, right, he goes to the fucking hospital, and he's like, oh no, my dad like had a stroke or something, and he's brain dead. And he's like, oh, that sucks. And then his mom shows up, like his mom abandoned him. She went to get milk when he was, 6 years old or something. She never came back. So then she's there and with like his brain dead dad, you know. But that's okay. I don't care about the storyline. He gets there and they got some actress who can't act. Every time she's on the fucking screen, right? Like he goes up to his mom and he's like, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you since I was 6 years old." It's supposed to be like this really traumatic, like emotional moment, right? It's supposed to be really dramatic, right? He's like, "Oh my God, why did you leave me? No." And they got this lady who can't fucking act. She just smiles the entire time. Everything she says, she's smiling through it. She's like her son, who she abandoned at fucking birth. She's like pouring his heart out to her. He's like, "What the fuck? Why would you do this to me?" And she's just like smiling at him the whole time. And then she's like, well, your dad's brain dead, and I told the doctors we should like pull the plug on him, right? Get on life support. And he's like, "No, you can't do that." And they're having this conversation where they're gonna fucking kill the guy's dad, and she's still fucking smiling the whole time. He's like, "Why are you a bad person? You're gonna murder the guy." And she's just smiling at him. Every line she delivers, she's smiling the whole... She does one expression. I don't understand how this person has a job as an actor. This doesn't make sense to me. She has one expression the whole fucking time. Anyway, let's see. I remember there's a girl who plays a superhero on the show, right? And for like the first, I don't know, season or 2 of the show, everybody's like, "Wow, she's the most attractive actress of all time," right? Ooh. And then, like before season 4 came out, the people saw like pictures of her on, I don't know, social media, and they're like, "Oh my God, what happened?" And, she got like a bunch of plastic surgery and she looks like an alien now, you know? And then she tries to defend herself. She's like, "No, I actually didn't get any plastic surgery. It's just bad lighting." I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess." Now the show comes out and like the entire time she still looks like an alien. It's not bad lighting. You're in a TV show. You should have the best possible lighting out of any scenario ever. Where would you possibly have better lighting unless you, like, flew a spaceship into the sun with the fucking window open? That's the only way you could have better lighting. You look like your face melted. What the hell happened? Everybody thought you were the most attractive person, and now they think you're like Kim Kardashian, but weirder. What the fuck happened? Anyway. Do I have anything else? I'm trying to remember if anything else happens in the show. I think I already mentioned gay stuff, right? Yeah, because all the guys who write the show, they're like, I really like dick. And so then they're like, well, okay. They say, write about what you know. And they're like, well, I watch a lot of gay porn, so I know about dick. So what if I just write that into every episode of the show? And then, that's what they do. I'm not sure that makes the show better. Makes it gayer. But since, SidePressure is not homophobic, that's not a bad thing. It's a neutral thing. Anyway, I think that's all I got about the fucking show. So, subscribe or you obese.